on the return. It's getting heated here. 3-on-2. Minimize trying to put as much utility as he can. He does get famous, but Tix finds Rosify at the end of the day as well. It's only 2-on-2 still. These are like even trades from both sides.
Remaining.
And he's committing to the fight now, down to 2 bullets. Has to pick up a weapon. Time still is moment to breathe here. Goes for the white swing, and Scrawl just not expecting Asterisk to be that ballsy to go for the wide rather than the close. And he clutches out the round very if they were starting on defense. But since they started on offense, I think Raze is the best agent to have with right now. That being said though, mind you, attackers now trying to rotate back and flinch. We'll see how this works. Peek. Oh, he's still getting
down. Are you kidding me? That's twice that he's gotten someone just like that. But for now, Tix from the front, famous. A little bit faster. Also better weapon when you think about it. Now it's coming from the side. No one has his eye on him, but the trademark does find him in the end. Look at that. Try and run into someone's bullets. You choose one. Either way, look at the zooms coming on. They're going so fast. Eeyore gets one, but Tix will trade that out. Flinch will be going down, but Eeyore with the double finds Tix as well. Gee.
Feels like he can hit every shot, even more so right now. Doesn't hit that shot at least.
He didn't hit that one. But you always notice that Eeyore will at least get guaranteed 2 to 3 kills before he finally goes down. Scrawl trying to see if he can get enough information. It is a 3-on-3, but look at that. I like how he's just waiting very Asterisk is not trying to commit too much. He does get one in return, but playing it safe until his teammates come around. You do see Asterisk get a double, just one more left. Scrawl is now stuck in here. There's nowhere for him to go. There's a sea of fire. There's electricity shocks. They're pincering him from 2 sides. Oh man, it's like a heart attack.
That Molly was just... even if that Molly didn't hit, he was so afraid to just flinch, just making sure about making use of everything. He's bypassed so much already.
God.
He's charging right out, and the relay was actually connected onto Asterisk, but he's still not wanting to commit because he has a stinger in hand. So he needs to at least get a bit closer. The trade is going to be secured, and look at that. Nas, I love the aggression, but it's just not that good because PSJ able to back away into cover so quickly, and the response is already here.
Yep, that's right. We talked about the buddy system. PSJ now has that buddy system. And I mean, Nas was just disregarding the mollies or anything, but the thing is they were already ready. And what I really liked,
well, push back the defense or the attack even further. Too quick though to use that, but Famous, they're beating the fact no one's gonna peek this. Nobody actually peeked this, and Famous 3K on the piece, and now Minimize is down to 33.
Yep, that's right. He only has 33 HP, does get tagged there, has to teleport away, but look at that. Rosify already waiting, that tags him a little bit there. Comes the shock dart, will it get him? Not quite. And now he's trying to get some flashes out there, but Rosify gonna play it real safe. Minimize gonna try and take the long way. He's trying to stay alive as much as he can. Because if you see about it, he kind of really needs the weapon for the next round.
That was a really good sell.
Oh, man.
There was no chance though. From one cool guy to another. I know why he's doing this. He's the cool guy. He doesn't want to be with the rest of the squad.
The Lone Ranger. Look at that.
I'm a bad boy now.
Yeah, the rebel.
Okay, I've never said that, but it feels like
it's accurate though. Oh, look at that. Famous gets punished for that as well. I mean, he wants to play on his own, he has to.
Of Bonkers, they do have that tour de force, but again, as PSJ have kind of read through this, they don't really want to go for those angles where they have to peek the wide stuff. And Eeyore has been just
30 seconds
anchoring
left.
the side. He has this tiny angle.
Oh my God.
Oh, flinch. Holy.
One enemy remaining.
Sure, Dad, he zooms forward. He's not scared. He gets a double out of that with the help of flinch out of that. Now it's RDW all alone here. He has a tour de force, but that's the problem when you're playing this, is that even if, oh my God, he didn't have to peek that for real, but flinch will be making sure that none of it.
Really much options left. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Minimize, even though he's top fragging right now, these are like secondary frags Alright, this is not recommended to do, but because PSJ is just feeling it so much, they are... Yeah, and this is why they're checking it as slow as possible, waiting for some scanning utilities to help them out. Asterisk, as soon as he taps that, oh, no peek out, only the molly. and it delays them even further.
An impact at all. I'm surprised because I would have thought that Nas would be able to make a bigger impact. You are seeing this,
but it's just they're just trying to make sure that they can utilize the limited timings of the ultimate and the abilities there of the defenders somewhat. But it is still going to be an uphill battle here, especially when Famous is going to come into the play with a showstopper. He does not scan properly, but he's created, again, more space than not. Drew, or RDW, excuse me, now only expected. Minimize gives away his position as well. 50 HP in a dream. And this is going to be Rosify just trying to think things out. I don't think he knows. He will lose the fight as Minimize hits the third shot. Anymore through the smoke here. That Molly is going to delay so much for the most part. Asterisk backs away in the nick of things, not really pushed out whatsoever. Eeyore has a straight shot angle onto short as that smoke does absolutely nothing to deter his vision. And Asterisk, if he can get one more kill, his orbital strike is prepared. That being said, orbital strike used by the Bonkers squad, as now PSJ and the rest of the team will have to just try to retake it, but they're using their utilities to work for them. Already gotten 2 through a couple of Hunter's Furies. Nox trying to delay the charge out, but they were prepared. Even prepared for that one too. Oh, this is just unfortunate. Ticks, last man standing.
I think what they're trying to do is try to replicate what exactly PSJ did to them earlier with the rush through. But the problem is when you want to be playing the PSJ playbook, you need to make sure that PSJ isn't ready for you. You can't beat PSJ in your own playbook, you know what I'm trying to say?
A lot more ultimate charge, which is good because Seekers are an amazing utility to have. Now Eeyore just does not spot on anything. He can still TP away, but his teammate is the one that's actually helping him in the back of things. They get the positive trades, and now Scrawl to remain behind him. One's going to be in the front of him, and one's going to be on the side. And even the slow, the Molly, he can't plan the spike at all, can he? Deny.
Formation for the team, as opposed to how Famous would play a Jet, which is more of like get swatted out of the way. You know, no, I won't say that anymore. But Nas does make that it on the side, but Rosify was ready for him. Gets a double there on to Minimize. Famous finds Ticks as well. Look at that. This is the problem that BONK is facing. They can't get onto site at all. Scroll does get one.
But that's just how he do. This is how he does.
Absolutely. Famous doing famous things again. Gets tagged a little bit there. Just 13 seconds. Has to play it real safe. He does know that Eeyore has his back. He does go down though. Scroll. I think he'll be getting the plant, no problem. Eeyore taking time. He does get tagged over there by the recon. They're just playing ring around the rosy now. We know how this game goes. See who can last until the timer runs out. Eeyore holding his area, but Scroll was ready for that.
Bonkers squad. That being said, they're just gonna charge right out and flinch. No way, he gets back
3 times, but Nas with the Steam Beacon, with the Neon, gonna be rushing through. They're gonna be doing that long road counterpart, doesn't it? They are gonna be reconning out though. Nas, they're gonna be blocking together. This is the kind of thing, but Famous does get the nade on to Minimize. That's huge because now they don't have any more splashes. Ticks now out of the way. Eeyore with the 3-piece. Here comes the party. Doesn't get anyone. Not quite 4-piece for Eeyore. Longest points is how fast they can do flanks. And because of that ability, they can go crazy if they want to, but Flinch going crazy as usual, finds Tinks, but Minimize will be getting 2 of them back in return. Famous finally stops the reign of terror there. Minimize now out of the game. Famous making so much space here, coming in through elbow. Will he be able to get that? Oh, he doesn't. Nas was ready for him.
We've been pushed back into the 2 versus 2. Spots out 1 out in the open. Eeyore! Was that a collat? Be good. They've already lined up 2. It is going to be Scrawl caught up on the back of triple here, but Flinch is just feeling himself right now. Scrawl good on the first. At least reacts in time, but not going to be enough as Famous just zooms right past afterwards. And now they're looking to set things up for the match point as Minimize forced to clutch. Again, he's done a good job at least to get some...
Words last man standing is kind of like my nightmare. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Nas does get one. Famous will be the victim from that. Flinch going on aggressive, trying to go in the backside here. Minimize does find Asterix, but Rosify will be trading out. Rosify with 3! Holy moly, beautifully played.
That is a sick flick. Last bullet on the last target on the site. That is monumental. And Scrawl just back on the Well, this Marshall once again, relay bolts being thrown in. It's only a matter of time as that that Soba drone tags him for the last final blow for Flinch to find the final kill. And Persija Esports 2-1 the series.
Oh my god, very cleanly played. It was kind of unconvincing on that first map. Persija finally finding their momentum, and once Persija is one of those teams, like once they